Hello everyone, my name is Oxy, and I will present about one of the best practices of tourism planning and development in Kenya, which is Odakeshi Community Wildlife Conservation Trust, OCWCT. First of all, what is tourism planning and development, and what is best practice? Well, tourism planning is a total process of establishing development targets and executing tourist system. Tourism planning is a framework for development of tourism, and of course, includes legal elements such as zoning. A purpose in any way is to balance, guide, and safeguard a tourism destination or attraction long-term development. Thus, tourism planning is an imperative strategy and flexible framework, as the tourism planning is critical to both tourism and destination, as development without planning can be a waste of resources. Unplanned tourism development may cause a lot of problems, for example like environmental problems, and will affect the destination to attract tourists. Well, tourism development refers to a process of building and maintaining a tourism sector in a specific location. Tourism development can be defined at its most basic level as the act of formulating strategies and plans to increase, develop, and stimulate tourism in a certain destination. Therefore, tourism planning and development play a big role in the tourism industry. On the other hand, best practice is a strategy or technique that has been widely regarded as superior to all alternatives. This is because it generates better outcome than alternative methods, or because it has become a standard way of doing things, such as meeting legal or ethical critical. In short, best practice refers to a collection of standards, ethics, or ideals that represent the most efficient or wise course of action in a specific business setting. With the comprehensive development of tourism, the impact on the environment is also increased. So I think the planning should pay more attention to environmental issues. So why is the OCWCT is a best practice? Kenya is a country that's located in Eastern Africa. It is also part of the Sub-Saharan blocks of countries. In this country, tourism is the second industry after agriculture. Usually, there are over 1 million of tourist arrivals every year, which to visit their famous Rift Valley, National Park and Reserve, coastline and Maasai. This is because Kenya is famous for the wildlife like zebra, buffalo, elephant, lion, cheetah, flamingo, and so on, as well as the natural coastline, UNESCO World Heritage Site, and other natural and man-made sites. Natural resources such as year-round hot climate, sandy beach, coral reef, and wildlife reserve are examples. Man-made resources such as well-developed infrastructure and a fascinating range of culture such as the Maasai Mara are also available. The majority of visitors combines a beach vacation in Mombasa with a brief safari or wildlife drive. Therefore, according to UNWTO Conservation Trust, like Odakeshi Community Wildlife Conservation Trust, it's important to safeguard the wildlife in the meantime of developing the tourism. This is because this conservation trust can achieve the protection of wildlife species and their habitats, as well as increase their economic potential. Moreover, a best practice should be to meet the needs of current tourists while protecting and increasing the opportunity for future tourism. Well, what is about Odakeshi Community Wildlife Conservation Trust (OCWCT)? It demonstrates the capacity of collaboration between tourism industry and local communities in Kenya Masai Mara region to protect biodiversity, conserve wildlife, and promote human development. The OCWCT is located in the southern eastern part of Kenya's Masai Mara region, bordering Tanzania's Serengeti National Park and Kenya's Masai Mara's Game Reserve. It covers 7,608 acres. The Maasai peoples live in the areas, which is recognized for its diverse nature of both flora and fauna, including several endangered species. For example, black rhino, gravy zebra, lesser kudu, hirola or hunter antelope, mountain bogo, pangolin, and Tana River manga bay. The OCWCT was founded in 2013 by Kota Wildlife Community Trust (CWCT) and landowners in Odakeshi to enhance the livelihood of the Maasai community. All of the OCWCT's programs aims to improve lives, preserve Maasai culture, and improve visitor experiences at Kota's 1920s camps and boost pillar. OCWCT has a list on community land for wildlife protection and tourism. The community received an incentive in the shape of a land lease charge in exchange. The key tourism products that had been sustained by the CWCT and OCWCT are wildlife and the area's rich Maasai culture. The key stakeholder in the latter of Kota 1920 camp and the area's landowners who are involved in decision making. All landowners' engagement as well as the involvement of key local agencies to ensure adequate documentation and certification has been critical. Well, how OCWCT bring benefits in Kenya? OCWCT has brought some benefit to Kenya in various aspects like economy, community, environment, and tourism. For example, in economic aspect, due to the lease fee paid to community members, OCWCT increased the revenue of the local community, including money from livestock rearing and incomes from leasing property for wildlife conservation. The income generated by coastal visitors helped to Kenya's GDP. Next, in the community aspect, OCWCT has improved local livelihood, which has brought a reliable source of income for them. Through their support, the local children also pursued formal education and increased literacy rates. In the environment aspect, the establishment of OCWCT has aided in the construction of well-managed grazing programs as well as the conservation of endangered animal species. In the local ecosystem, CWCT builds and maintains a watering trough for the community, ensuring that everyone has access to clean water. In addition, the local school has the water filtration system installed. And last but not least, the tourism aspect and Kota camp, as well as during village visits and performance of traditional Maasai songs and dance. The community proudly displays its rich cultural legacy to visitors. Visitors to the Maasai Mayatas paid an admission fee, which gives the trip an incentive to share their traditional history with them. This also helps with efforts to pass on cultural traditions to younger generations, who see performance when visitors come to their communities. Well, how Malaysia can implement it? In my opinion, I think this type of conservation trust can be implemented in Sabah. Since Sabah in Malaysia's Borneo is known for its rainforests, which are as diverse in species and biodiversity as any on the earth, as well as their natural resources like beaches. For example, elephant, sun bear, monkey, orangutan, and so on. Therefore, I reckon that Malaysia, or particularly Sabah, can learn the strategy or the technique from OCWCT. For an illustration, government or the relevant parties like Sabah Wildlife Department can encourage the participation of communities as they also advocate sustaining people and the planet. As the OCWCT initiative indicates that a direct way for community to profit from tourism is through regular, consistent environmental aiding payment for tourist investors at amounts that can compete with alternative land use options. Sabah could also learn OCWCT list on community land for wildlife conservation and tourism and give equal incentive in exchange. By learning from Kenya's, Sabah can ensure that the community itself takes control, but not in a command or control way. It is also an effective way to control the illegal use of natural resource and to involve community in conservation efforts. This conservation work also benefits to the community themselves, the ecosystem, wildlife, and also the tourism industry. In other words, if more certified guests return for an authentic wildlife safari experience, the community's income raised. Various job opportunities are also created by conservancy and tourism enterprise.
Thanks for watching.